Hello, I want to give you an overview of the chart of accounts. So let's quickly navigate over to the accounting tab here and then chart of accounts across the top, this tab. And what the chart of accounts is it's just a listing of every single account that you will use to categorize your transactions. So you have all these transactions feeding in from your business. You're collecting income, you have expenses, maybe you're putting money into the business, that's capital. We have to have a home for each one of those transactions. And that's what the chart of accounts is. It's just a listing of every single account that you're going to use to categorize those transactions. So what I like to do in the beginning is customize the chart of accounts to fit a business. So you can, delete accounts out that you're not using. Like if you're not a product business, you don't need inventory. You can also add accounts in that you will be using, or maybe kind of customize certain sections, like with income. You might want to have different income accounts. You can really see what product line or what service line is performing well, that kind of thing. So we have options in here to again, customize the chart of accounts to fit your business so that when you run reports, you can get the most usable data out of those reports. So just briefly, there are different types of accounts that we have to create. You have, of course, your bank accounts. Those are current asset accounts. You may have inventory, which is also a current asset account. You may have fixed assets, which are longer term assets like a vehicle or computers, things like that. Your credit cards are considered a liability account. So that's a short-term liability. You may have longer term liabilities like a loan. Of course, you'll hopefully have income accounts, and you're collecting income. You can have different types of income accounts for the types of products or services that you're offering. And then depending on your type of business, either cost of goods sold if you're a product business, or cost of services if you're a service business. And then you have your overhead and expense type accounts. So a lot of options for customization there as well. So we will go through each section of these different types of accounts in different modules, but just so you sort of have an overview and know where to access the chart of accounts. And we'll talk through also how to add and delete accounts as well in a future module. I quickly want to show you how the reports are set up, because that kind of helps to visualize how this chart of accounts works. So let's go to the reporting section and run a profit and loss report. So this is one of the main reports you'll run for your business. There's a profit and loss and a balance sheet. In the profit and loss, you'll see all of your income accounts. You'll see your cost of goods sold or cost of sales, cost of services, and then you'll see all of your expenses down below. So again, you want it to be usable for you. So for example, if you have a lot of legal and professional fees, you may want to track those by different types. You might, like this account has accounting, bookkeeper, and lawyer, and they're breaking them out. So again, you have options to sort of break out your accounts and make them most user-friendly for you. And then we also have other accounts on the balance sheet. So we have your current assets, like I mentioned, your checking and savings account, your inventory, your fixed assets are on this report. So the balance sheet is sort of a picture of what you own and then what you owe, or how you funded all of those items that you own. So that's just a little brief breakout. But again, you see you've got your current assets here, longer term assets. Down here you have your liabilities, so more short-term liabilities like credit cards, and longer-term liabilities like loans. And then you have your equity section. So if you're putting money into the business, or shareholders are putting money into the business, that's down in the equity section. Also, if you're drawing money out of the business or paying yourself as an owner, that's in the equity section. So we're just lining up the chart of accounts so that it gives us the most usable data on our reports. And we will go through each section of the chart of accounts more in future modules.